Welcome, painting friends, to another episode of Tom Gore's Painting Show. I'm still your host, Tom Gore, and today we're painting a waterfall by Week Bridge, as seen from the Parade Park in Bath, England. The city has many ideal areas of beauty to paint. I had to settle on one, and it was a really, really tough choice. So, if you get the chance to travel here to paint on your own one day, don't worry, I didn't take all the good spots. There's still plenty left for everyone. Now, during some of my research, Monet was credited with saying that to be successful as an impressionist, you had to immerse yourself in your environment. I believe this is also true. When you go somewhere and you spend time, you should experience and immerse yourself in the area. The food, beverages, the music, the culture, local customs, the language. It's nice to find things out about people and the history of the places you go. Here in Bath is the birthplace of Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. I am a really big horror fan. If some of you have seen any of my other horror movies, appreciate it. If not, go look them up. It'd be great. Blood of the Mummy, Beneath the Old Dark House. Those are great films. They're horror. You'll enjoy them. They're solid rewatchable movies, which is the best way to make them. But back to Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. This was the first science fiction novel. Frankenstein's monster is a tale of horror, failure, victimization, mobs and pitchforks, and fire. I get it. But as a piece of literature, it is the birth of sci-fi. I mean, it asked the huge what-if question about man creating another man and becoming a god. This question will evolve many other stories by many other authors for ages to come, but it had to start somewhere. And I found it here in Bath. And just standing there, you knew. Now, on to the painting. Again, some minor camera issues, but really worked through on this while filming. So, still showing you everything through time-lapse again, because I don't paint this fast in real life. I spend time mixing my colors, cleaning places off of my palette, cleaning my brushes, as you do. One of the items in our painting is the white and green tour boat. It leaves a couple times during our painting session, as you can see, but it returns to dock for the next tour right in the same place. Thankfully, I timed myself to work on those areas, and its movements affected at different times. Just if the boat's moving and the reflection is moving, work somewhere else. When it comes back, paint it. Or you could omit it and paint it while it's gone, but I liked it there. It felt like it was a good place right there. And it's much larger in real life than it is in the painting or on the camera, because it's just sitting there in that little spot and you don't see all of the back end that everyone on the tour boat rides on. Also, a weird happenstance, there was a wedding happening. And in the park, about 100 yards away, had used the vine-covered wall as a backdrop. Some of the groomsmen took photos with my painting area as the backdrop. for their social media profile pics. That one time they dressed up real nice for their friend's event. I mean, it's their buddies and his wife's special day, but they wanted pictures, and it was a thing. And it's a happy couple. I wish them a long, happy life together. The ceremony looked peaceful, well designed, and it was a small gathering, and it looked amazing, and I was kind of misty-eyed looking at it. I had a few onlookers during the session, as you do in a public park. I even, crazy enough, had one guy film me filming myself painting a scene in front of us for his social media platform. I'm not sure which one. I wish him well. I hope it goes viral. He might have thought I was somebody else. I do get confused. I get told I look a lot like someone else, in which I try to remind them I look like me. I've looked like me my whole life, unless I'm in monster makeup or costume wardrobe, and then I might look like someone else. Now, the hard part, the difficulty, in this I found was actually the reflection. The reflection of the lake. Not so much the waterfall part, because that was pretty simple, but the reflection of the lake of the surface is the colors of the area being reflected on, but there was still a bit of a ripple. And you look at the color it's being reflected, where it's reflecting from. The angle has water ripples. The merging of the shape next to it for a brief moment of time where the water is frozen in the time of your mind, but in reality continues to flow. So you paint as if it looks in your eye, not what you know it's doing. You don't paint what you imagine. You don't paint what you know. It's completely different logic. You paint what you see. And when we may bridge that in the next series, but for this series we're going to paint what you get in that moment. That ephemeral fraction of a second is what you're trying to capture. And it helps your audience see what you're seeing. Remember, you're not showing them something they haven't seen before, they can't see for themselves. You're showing them how you see it and how you painted it when you go do this on yourself. We're getting towards the end of the video. As you can see in the footage, the people are moving in and out. This place is a very populated area. There's buskers down every street making music, all types and styles of music. A lot of the pubs have a very bustling nightlife. There's music guests in every restaurant, pub, bar, everywhere. It is a very lively city. It's a very much alive. Having the ability just to take a snapshot of a fraction of a day out of the existence of the universe to spend time here has been its own reward. And I highly encourage anyone watching this to seek out these types of places that allow you to feel more alive, allow you to be more enthused and part of a community somewhere, and immerse yourself. That's really the whole lesson here, is immerse yourself. Well, there you go. The waterfall on the north of Parade Park by Weak Bridge. I don't know why it's named Weak Bridge. It's a pretty sturdy, solid bridge. Cars, buses, tanks drive over that thing through city center all the time. I think it was named for somebody who didn't have a really good surname. But that's not me. I was more interested in finding more about Mary Shelley and Frankenstein here in Bath than I was about a improperly named bridge. But tune in next time. We go someplace I've always wanted to go to. That's right, we're painting Stonehenge. So if you don't want to miss out, make sure you smash that bell, like, subscribe, and keep up to date on all my adventures, and I hope you have a good day and happy painting.